Your kidneys may not be something you think about often. There are times when your yoga teacher might tell you to breathe into your kidneys, but you have no idea what they mean. Yes, your kidneys do a lot of work and are very important to your body. They are about the size of fists and are found just below your rib cage on each side of your spine. The organs clear more than 200 quarts of blood every day, getting rid of about 2 quarts of waste. The kidneys clean up extra water and waste and send it to the bladder where you pee. So, keeping your kidneys fit and working is important for getting rid of waste and detoxifying your body. In this video, we will explore the foods that are bad for your kidneys and stop them from working properly. Number 11. Dairy products. People with chronic kidney disease, CKD, should avoid eating dairy products because they contain a lot of sodium and potassium, which can be bad for their bones. As an example, there are 205 milligrams of phosphorus and 322 milligrams of potassium in 1 cup of whole milk. When the kidneys are damaged, hyperphosphatemia, too much phosphorus in the blood, can happen. This makes the body take calcium out of the bones, which makes them weaker. So people on a renal diet need to limit how much cheese they eat to keep these minerals from building up. Because it is low in potassium, sodium, and oxalate, coconut milk is an option for people with CKD. Number 10. Meat. Animal protein-rich diets may be bad for the kidneys because breaking down these proteins puts a lot of stress on them, making it hard for them to get rid of waste. The Mayo Clinic says that eating a lot of protein can make kidney problems worse or even cause them. According to a study released in the European Journal of Nutrition in 2003, uric acid levels rise significantly when you eat animal protein. On the other hand, a vegetarian diet lowers uric acid levels and the risk of stone formation. Meat, seafood, and fish are high in purines, which can cause uric acid stones and calcium. Oxalate stones by making the body excrete more calcium through the urine and messing up gut probiotics. This happens because breaking down animal proteins leaves behind an acidic waste product. To balance this acid, the body takes calcium and other minerals from bones, which can cause calcium oxalate bound kidney stones. If you eat a lot of veggies, grains, seeds, and nuts, you can get all the protein you need without the health risks that come with eating a lot of animal protein. Number 9. Potatoes. Potassium is found in large amounts in potatoes, even sweet potatoes. A medium-sized sweet potato has about 542 milligrams of potassium, and a medium-sized baked potato has about 610 milligrams. Leaching, which means soaking or boiling the potatoes in water before cooking them, is a good way to lower their high potassium level. Researchers have found that this process can cut their potassium level by at least half. Number 8. Whole wheat bread. People with chronic kidney disease, CKD, may have trouble eating whole wheat bread because it has a lot of calcium and potassium. 1 slice of whole wheat bread has 76.3 milligrams of phosphorus and 90 milligrams of potassium, while 1 slice of white bread only has 31.6 milligrams of phosphorus and 32.8 milligrams of potassium. If someone with CKD doesn't want these minerals to build up, they might want to choose white bread. If someone doesn't want to give up whole wheat bread completely, they could cut back on how much they eat. For example, instead of eating 2 slices of bread at each meal, they could eat just 1. You are using bread in your daily routine and still do not know which bread is best for you. Then go to the link in the description and watch our complete video on this topic. Number 7. Avocados. Avocados are usually thought to be good for you, but if you have kidney problems, you may need to limit how many you eat. It's because avocados have a lot of potassium. A single avocado, which weighs about 200 grams, has 975 milligrams of potassium. The National Kidney Foundation says that a food is high in potassium if it has more than 200 milligrams of potassium per serving. Adding avocados to your diet is fine, but you need to cut down on the serving size by a lot to make sure you get enough potassium. Number 6. Dark-colored drinks. A lot of companies that make dark drinks add phosphorus to them to make them taste better, keep them fresh longer, and keep the color from running. Phosphorus, in the form of an ingredient which can be found in dark cola and beer, is easily absorbed by the body and shouldn't be eaten. Source that you can trust for people on a kidney diet. Root beer is an exception, though, because it doesn't have any phosphorus in it. Number 5, canned foods. A lot of canned foods have a lot of sodium in them. Sodium is a naturally occurring mineral that is added by makers to make it taste better and keep it fresh longer. If you have chronic kidney disease, CKD, it may be hard for your kidneys to get rid of extra salt. Because of this, you should avoid or limit the amount of canned foods like soups, veggies, and beans that you eat. You can considerably lower the amount of sodium you take in by choosing low-sodium goods and emptying them out before eating them. Number 4, brown rice. While both white and brown rice are healthy, brown rice has more calcium and potassium than white rice. There are 149 milligrams of phosphorus and 94.6 milligrams of potassium in a cup, 155 g of cooked brown rice, but only 68.8 milligrams of phosphorus and 53.9 milligrams of potassium in a cup, 186 g of cooked white rice. Borrowers who want to avoid brown rice should try bulgur, buckwheat, or couscous instead. Number 3, oranges and orange juice. Oranges and their juice have a lot of potassium, which means that people on a kidney diet shouldn't eat them as often. There are about 174 milligrams of potassium in a small orange, and up to 441 milligrams can be found in 250 g of orange juice. If you need to watch how much potassium you eat, choose fruits like grapes, apples, and cherries that are lower in potassium. These fruits still have a lot of vitamins, but not as much potassium. Number 2, dried fruits. Fruits that have been dried still have a lot of the vitamins and minerals that are in fresh fruits, but in a concentrated form. But this also includes potassium, which can build up quickly and cause people with kidney problems to have amounts that are too high. If you're on a renal diet, you should stay away from dried foods that are high in potassium, like apricots, dates, prunes, and raisins. Number 1, tomatoes. Tomatoes are healthy, but they have a lot of potassium, which can be bad for people on a kidney diet. There are up to 728 milligrams of potassium in just 1 cup, 245 g of tomato sauce. Limiting the amount of tomatoes and tomato-based foods like sauces and drinks you eat might help keep your kidneys healthy if you need to control your potassium levels. Are you killing your kidneys? We talk about how some foods can hurt kidney health, especially for people who have chronic kidney disease, CKD. We talk about how foods like whole wheat, bread, cheese, and meat that are high in phosphorus, potassium, and proteins can make kidney problems worse by putting more stress on them and possibly causing damage. We also talk about the risks of eating foods high in potassium, like potatoes, avocados, and peppers, which can make CKD even worse. There are other options and ways to lower these risks, like choosing white bread, canned foods low in sodium, and certain ways to cook veggies to lower their potassium content. If you want to buy the best bread options, then the links are available in the description. You can easily buy products from links. If you want to join the conversation and get more helpful health information, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below.